How's it going, everybody? It's Warren, and welcome back to Superhero Central, where we fill you up with all things super, whether it's in the comics or on the big screen. We have it here for you. And today we're going to be talking about our favorite X-Men, and you already know who it is, the one and only Wolverine. And if you love superheroes just as much as we do here, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any superhero content. So let's dive right into the 10 reasons why we love Wolverine oh so much. Starting it off at reason number 10 is that Wolverine, Logan, is actually from Canada. Yep, Logan, or rather James Howlett, comes from Alberta, Canada. Look, for some people, if not many, when they think of Canada, they have a picture of ice hockey that pops up in their mind. But personally, coming from someone who has played ice hockey for many years and absolutely loved it, when I think of Canada, my mind tends to go to the Wolverine being born from there, since I absolutely love superheroes. And with Logan being from Canada, it adds a really good variety to the superhero scene. Reason number 9 to love Wolverine is because he is introduced as the underdog. Well, what actually happened when he first appeared in The Incredible Hulk 1974, number 180, the Wolverine was not supposed to be a main, impacting, and developing character in the comics. And it's absolutely amazing to see a character who wasn't supposed to last long become now iconic with superheroes in general. He didn't even start out as an X-Men in the comics because he wasn't meant to be one initially. But to see the character develop and grow over time is something that is truly amazing because of his big impact that he's had in the superhero community, the comics, and in the films. And hopefully soon, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. At number 8, we have his healing factor. Now this man has been beat and ripped apart to shreds at times, but he always seems to come back. Let's not mistake the adamantium that he was given through Weapon X as the source of his healing, because he had had his healing abilities long before he was even injected with adamantium. If you don't think his healing powers are off the charts, well, let's take a look at just some of the massive attacks he's healed from.
Because of these. What the hell? Ah, damn it.
Yep, and if you aren't satisfied now or were previously, I don't know what'll do it for you. Coming in at number 7, for all of those watching and just think that Wolverine is just a dude that can't control his temper and so he just claws everybody when he gets pissed, well, I've got news for you. You are completely wrong. Wolverine is a man of focus and determination, much like John Wick. Now, if you're familiar with the Dark Phoenix, you would know that she has massive power that she can destroy worlds with. Logan was actually tested by her power by it trying to take over him, but he actually fought back and overpowered the force of the Phoenix, unlike someone that we all know. So that's a pretty great feat, to say the least. Number 6, Wolverine goes from dork to cool. First of all, let's clear something up real quick. Everyone has what makes them cool in their own way, so for us nerds here, dorky things are actually cool indeed. But for the character of Wolverine, it seems at first he was just kind of a pest and a bothersome mutant who ended up transforming into a ladies' man who just doesn't give any flips whatsoever. He's got the attitude of the cool persona now, and dare I say it, it does fit him well. Number 5, with his cool demeanor, he actually is quite the comedian. He's funny. It's not that he has us all laughing so hard we are crying hysterically, no. It's his wit and timed one-liners that spice things up or cool things down at just the right moment.
Mystique was recently apprehended.
Who's the furball?
Hank McCoy, Secretary of Mutant Affairs.
Right, the secretary. Nice suit.
Henry, this is Logan. He's,
Wolverine. I hear you're quite an animal.
Look who's talking.
So the fact that he can lighten us up at times or at times darken his humor as well is really one for the books. The comic books, that is. Number 4, his claws show his rage. Alright, now there are times when the Wolverine goes into berserker mode and absolutely wreaks havoc, especially and specifically with his hot claws. Now, this ability of having his claws burn bright and literally heat up are tied to the amount of rage he has. So the more infuriated the Wolverine gets, the more hot his claws get, and these things are a thing of beauty, but are also beasts as well. Coming in at number 3 is Logan's height. Wolverine's height is actually set at 5 feet 3 inches. In the comics, they clearly point this fact out, but in the movies, it's hard to distinguish because Hugh Jackman might as well be called Huge Jackman compared to Wolverine in the comics, since Hugh Jackman stands at 6'2". So regular viewers who don't know much or anything about the comics don't know this, but for us to hear, it's nice to know that big things do come in small packages even when it comes to superheroes. I especially love it because I am only 5'7", so I can at least say that I'm taller than Wolverine. Number 2, of course, his adamantium claws or adamantium skeleton. Logan is already a powerful mutant without adamantium, but come on. We all know Logan for his shiny claws to shine bright with blood as he rips people apart with them. So when you think of the Wolverine, you picture him with the shiny claws instead of his OG claws. His adamantium claws are so powerful and can practically cut through anything, so I imagine he doesn't have a hard time cutting a steak. And to end us here, coming in at our number 1 spot is the man who made the Wolverine a living legend, Hugh Jackman. This Australian actor plays this character so beautifully and relentlessly. In every single movie that he played as the Wolverine, it just felt right. It never seemed like he was acting, but just being real and true to his nature. And let's not forget about how absolutely shredded he got to fit his role even more perfectly as Logan. And in his final movie starring as the Wolverine, Logan, it's such a heart-wrenching roller coaster of feels because of how intense Hugh Jackman acts throughout this movie. Logan isn't necessarily about him running in and slicing everybody to pieces, but more focused on how his character is struggling with mortality, something that he's never really had to face before, and life is hitting him hard more mentally than anything. And that's his final battle in Logan. So those are our top 10 reasons why we love Wolverine over here at Superhero Central. What are some reasons that you love Wolverine? Be sure to let us know in the comments down below. And if you enjoy superhero content, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our superhero videos. Don't forget to give the video a like, and as always, this is Warren, and thanks so much for joining us here at Superhero Central.